Howdy folks, it's Andrew from Authentic Primitive Living. Wanted to do a video today talking about working shapes, working with odd chunky shapes of stone. I've got some Pedernales chert here that I collected last winter, and as usual there's just some funky shapes here and there. Actually, this is a piece from Charlie Bracken over at Flint Napping Spalls, I believe. There's another piece I collected here. It's got two flat faces on it and all kinds of weird knobby things on it. So I will kind of give you just a rundown of how I work some of these things. So let me get set up here and we'll get right to it. So first things first, we're going to need to pick out a good hammer stone. I've got a couple different options here. This is some type of granite. I really don't know. It's a very, very heavy, dense, hard hammer. But it does have, it's not, you know, like a smooth quartzite. It's got some bite to it. And this is kind of my next size down in terms of mass and hardness. It's a little bit softer. You can see there's more pitting on it and some spots that have actually chunked off, but it's very similar to this one. And then I go down a little further. I've got some very soft, still granite, but it's kind of sandy. This is another really good hammerstone that I like to use. It's a piece of chert. It's a really low quality chert, so it's got a soft limestone cortex, and then it's almost like a layer of sandstone underneath that, and then it's chert on the inside. But I believe it's some kind of Tennessee river rock. I think I'll go ahead and work this chunky guy here. We'll see what the quality is like when I get inside of it, but it's got this nice natural platform here, so we'll take advantage of that and start coming around the edges, knocking off flakes, and then we'll get to skinning this off. We'll show you how I do that. I'm going to start with my big hammerstone here. Like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and crack into this book. It's a good flake for making an arrowhead. I'm going to come right next to it here and see if I can shoot. Yep, another good arrowhead flake. Okay, now what I'm doing when I take these big chunks off here, I like to go ahead and attack these pieces really quick and get my faces flattened off, and then turn the edges quick, so I know right here I can actually hold this up at a high angle and skin this a little bit here. And that's when I come back around this way, that surface there is actually going to give me some real nice platforms to get in there, so always thinking ahead. I think I'll come here and take this tip off. Might lose a little bit of length on the overall piece, but it's gonna have to happen anyway. Very nice. I got this face basically clean and smooth now, earlier than I was anticipating, so that's good. Now I just really need to think about my width and length here and roll these edges hard. You're gonna lose width, and I've found, especially with abo, it's more advantageous to go ahead and take the width that you need to early to set up steep platforms to just run some overshots. And after you've got quick control of cleaning both faces, you can pretty much just come on in and treat it as if it was a slab or a tab, or, you know, just a flat, boring piece, as I like to say. You see how I did that there? I had this ridge, but I didn't quite have the region to be able to just shoot that ridge right away, so I nipped into the corner and it scattered in there. Now I'm going to come around and actually just roll. See that bit in a little too much, but that's alright. I'm coming around here anyway. Okay, from here. I'm going to shoot this little guy off. If I can get it. There we go. Should have held that at a steeper angle. You know what? I'm going to switch hairstyles too. Let's try this guy out. No, it's too late. Maybe this guy. See if I can get one more right here. Nope, I'm just crushing it. Alright. A little bit dry inside there. Just got too much cortex there. It doesn't want to bite. I'm trying to run this ridge. Take a little off the tip. That's good material, man. Just gonna ease into it here. Kind of a flatter, more disc. Biscuit stone here. I need that to open myself up here so I can actually get in there. Hold some leather under this. It looks like there's a spot that could chunk out and cut me. I've already got a cut on my pinky. You know what? Let's do this. Do a little leg action because I really need to get into it. Shoot it far. If I can get it all the way over, that'd be great. Perfect. I guess I like this. Let's try that again. Got this little bit of a platform here. It's like an old cone fracture for like an impact or whatever, and it's really risky because I don't know, there's just cortex and some chunky spots there, but screw it. Let's do this again. That's cool. That just kind of was what I was trying to do, get that little spot off there. Because now I can hold up high angle again. Look at that. Look what this did. Okay, all I was trying to do is just nip that and lower a spot here. Now I've got two great areas where I can start skinning this face. I'm gonna come back to those though. I'm gonna set up some more. See if I can just get this edge rolled back over this way by coming around. Don't want to ignore the base. can see that did some really weird diving in there. I guess I caught that a little bit too high or something. It's like a really steep ridge right there. I'm scared to hit that right here though, because something made that turn funky. This is my last little bit of Cortex here, and as you can see, I've got kind of some hard transitions here in the edge, so I just need to clean this up. I think actually I'll go ahead and hit this platform and shoot one back this way, right into here. Caught it a little bit to the right. Actually, I guess that's it, just lipped out there a little bit. That's a great flake. That's an arrowhead right there. Boy, just bring that tip in. I like to do that on my arrowheads too. Wherever the bulb of percussion is, that's your thickest spot. Save my thinness. Use that as my base and bring my tip in from the bulb. It's a great arrowhead flake. You can see I didn't shoot that one right away. My instinct wants to, but if you look, it's rolled up a little bit. So I'm going to be hitting down this way. If I were to hit that hard on, it just wouldn't go. So I'm take a couple small little blenders. Just roll it up a little bit more. Now we'll go. Still hitting it. I'm hitting left of my target. Don't know why. New hammerstone. There we go. Hammerstone's just tearing up this raw Pedernales. Some of the tougher dry materials, you get a gritty, heavy hammerstone like this, and it's awesome. You just gotta watch your platform. I do a lot of this scrunching. I'm not just grinding it. Okay, this isn't an abrader. I'm not abrading. I'm actually using it almost like a pressure flaker. And if you watch any of Marty Reuter's videos, I give that guy a lot of credit, man. He's been around the block, and that was a game changer. I used to just be kind of grinding the edges like I see copper guys doing, and what you're actually doing is, yeah, you grind the edge a little bit, but then I put this on here and use it like a pressure flaker. I'm actually, hear that pop? I'm popping off little flakes. And that way I don't have to switch tools to pick up a pressure flaker. I can just use my stone like that and then come in and peel off perfect flakes. Still got this real low spot in here. It's getting sketchy. I'm going to go ahead and skin into that and level it out. Because if I start whapping on this thing too hard on the other side or something and forget that that low spot's in there, it's going to do stuff to the harmonics. This piece, when you get a biface actually going, when it has a lenticular shape, as we call it, basically, here's an example. When it's thinnest at all edges, okay, that goes for tip, base, okay, you have less mass around the whole perimeter of the piece and the most in the center. That's a very important thing for the whole physics of the workpiece and how forces are traveling through it. So, and of course how you're supporting it until you build that congruity and control in the whole piece. You kind of have to, and you feel it. You do enough freehand napping, you start to feel stuff. You'll be like, that's gonna break. It's like making a bow or something. You know, you know when you're overdoing it. And you take that flake and you're thinking, or you're not thinking, and you go ahead and take a flake, and then something horrible happens, and you had that gut feeling like, I should have just flipped it and gone one more pass of pressure or whatever. Well, that's your instinct. That's your mind-body connection kind of working for you. And it works great if you let it. I'm a firm believer that the human mind is the fastest computing device on the planet if we just let it. It's so hard for people these days to kind of free themselves up. We get so caught up in trying to be somebody or something that we're just not letting ourselves discover our true potential. But I'll get off my soapbox now and focus on this platform, because this one of those moments where I do need to turn on the focus here, turn on the brain. Nice. That was good. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see this, but there's a little seam in here. I'm gonna come this way on it. I just hope that sucker's fused up. Let me take a little break here. It's gonna break. It's gonna break on this. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna take one here. That's a pretty good little preform we got going there. I'm tempted to say we're done with the hammerstone. We'll come up this edge a little bit more though. I'm happy with that. Ready for antler.